I moved here with my family about 10 years ago. I got an education as a landscape gardener in Finland. This is mostly like have to do with building parks, gardens, designing them and maintaining, and like different green areas. Also taking care of trees, like fruit trees and that kind of things. But we also had like basic training in all sorts of gardening. Last year we harvested both flowers and vegetables, and we started inside early in the spring, and then in the end of May we got to go out on the field, and we have had like a little marathon where a lot of people came to help so that we got everything in the field. So we had some plants that we had grown inside, and then we had a lot of seeds that we put directly in the field. And we had a small group helpers who actually live in the temple ashram, and they would weekly come and help. And it was very nice that I could teach them something by putting them to work in different things early in the spring and in midsummer, and then also later, so that they could kind of see with their own eyes, but also feel with their own hands how you put the seed in the ground, and then it starts to grow, and then we take care of it and we weed some weeds away, and then we harvest. And then we bring it to the kitchen and cook and eat. So it was also nice to kind of experience with this group, who some of them really had it for the first time. We had very wonderful season. It was very sunny and very warm, and we had huge pumpkins and we had big flowers, and it was very successful. So there's good memories from last season. We are soon starting the next season. We are starting in the beginning of March by sowing seeds inside, and then we will have to keep them completely inside, and then later partially inside and outside until the end of May, when we again will put everything out. All these flowers and vegetables, they are annual, so we start them in the spring and then it's all gone in the end of the season. So whatever perennial flowers we want, like roses and that kind of flowers, then we have some other places around the village. But everything I'm growing, it's annual, so they will just grow one season, and from some of them we can collect seeds for the next season. But everything will be turned back into the field sometime in October or November. I'm inspired to do this work and as organic as possible. We have cows here in Almvik, and we get a lot of cow dung, and that is our organic fertilization for the field, and I'm very happy about that. If we need some repellent on the field, we will use some herbs. We will also use the weeds, so that after we have weeded the field, we will leave the weeds in the field so that they can cover the ground and be useful in that way. And also one thing I like about this organic system is that when we grow both vegetables and flowers together, it's very good for the vegetables to be growing close to the flowers. They support useful insects I really like to be outside the whole summer season. It makes me feel healthy. I feel the connection with the earth, and it's very calming and balancing. I like when we have small groups of helpers coming, so I like to teach them. That's inspiring me. Yeah, there's a lot of that kind of like therapeutic sides in the work. But I also like the sense of purpose that it gives to me. You know, it's like it gives me this purpose that I'm doing something valuable or something important. And also in connection to this cooperation that I have with the temple cook and the pujaris in the temple, so that when I can bring these products in, and so this cooperation is inspiring. And also when I'm working as a part of a temple project, whenever something happens, it's like all these things that we do, they are somehow connected with Krishna. So whenever something happens, I can always think that it has some connection to Krishna. Even, you know, if it's some kind of challenge or, you know, some difficulty. So all those are coming directly from the temple, and it's inspiring because that's also like part of feeling the purpose of life. On my free time, after the day's work in the field, I sometimes create flower art. It's a very freestyle, intuitive, inspirational type of art where I create flower mandalas, either very privately or sometimes, for example, in the temple floor in front of the deities, and then sometimes for the festival we can make a big flower mandala on the temple floor as a group work. And creating these mandalas from real flowers, real nature's materials is quite meditative. I mean meditative in a sense that you can do it as an offering, like a loving offering. So I really like it. It's very quiet, and there's a lot of beauty, and yeah, that's my hobby after the work.